Hi everyone. The question is, let a, b, c, d be positive integers. Consider the following statements. If 9 divides a cube plus b cube plus c cube, then 3 divides abc. If 9 divides a cube plus b cube plus c cube plus d cube, then 3 divides abcd. Then there are 4 options regarding whether statement 1, statement 2 are true or false. Let's explore. So please try to understand first of all that the statement A implies B is equivalent to the statement not B implies not A. So for me to check whether a statement 1 is true or not, where the statement 1 is if 9 divides a cube plus b cube plus c cube, then 3 divides abc, it is equivalent to check whether the following statement is true or not. And that following statement is, if 3 does not divide ABC, then 9 does not divide a cube plus b cube plus c cube. As per this understanding, let me repeat, if A implies B is a statement, an equivalent statement is not B implies not A. So for me to check whether if A implies B is true or not, I can check whether not B implies not A is true or not. So 9 divides a cube plus b cube plus c cube is like statement A, 3 divides abc is like statement B, and what we have is A implies B. If A, then B. And what we are exploring is not B implies not A, which is an equivalent statement of A implies B. So not B would be what? 3 does not divide ABC. Now for 3 not to divide ABC, none of these 3 terms A, B or C should be divisible by 3, because even if one of them is divisible by 3, then A multiplied by B multiplied by C would also be divisible by 3. So that means all these 3 terms A, B and C should be either of the form 3k plus 1 or of the form 3k plus 2, and not of the form 3k, where k is some integer, so to speak. Yeah, or you may say k is some whole number. Why? Because A, B, C, D are supposed to be positive integers. Now if x is of the form 3k plus 1, what about x cube? X cube would be 3k plus 1 cube, and if you see carefully, it will be 9m plus 1. It will be of the form 9m plus 1. How? 3k whole cube would be divisible by 9. 3 times 3k whole square will be divisible by 9. 3 times 3k, which is 9k, would be divisible by 9. And what we are left with is just this 1 cube, which is 1. So 9m plus 1. Yeah. Similarly, what if x is of the form 3k plus 2? Then what about x cube? So it will be of the form 9m plus 8. By similar understanding, 3k whole cube is divisible by 9. 3 times 3k whole square multiplied by 2 is divisible by 9. 3 times 3k, which is already 9k, multiplied by 4 is again divisible by 9. And what you're left with is only this 2 cube, which is 8. We are just expanding using a plus b whole cube understanding, that identity, or you may even think in terms of binomial expansion. Yep. So now a cube, b cube and c cube would either be of the form 9m plus 1 and 9m plus 8. Yeah. So among these two forms, 9m plus 1 may come all the 3 times. That means a cube, b cube, c cube, all the 3 are of this form 9m plus 1. Or 9m plus 1 form can come twice, and 9m plus 8 can come once. Similarly, 1, 8, 8, that means out of a cube, b cube, c cube, 2 are of the form 9m plus 8 and 1 is of the form 9m plus 1. Or all the 3 a cube, b cube, c cube are of the form 9m plus 8. So here if you see carefully, the sum turns out to be what? 9m plus 9m1 plus 1, 9m2 plus 1, 9m3 plus 1. When you add them, what you get is 9 lambda plus 3, which is not divisible by 9. Here similarly you get a cube plus b cube plus c cube of the form 9 lambda plus 10, or you may say 9 mu plus 1, because 10 you can write as what, 9 plus 1. So again not divisible by 9. Similarly, this is what, 9 lambda plus 17, not divisible by 9, and you have 9 lambda plus 24, again not divisible by 9. That means if ABC is not divisible by 3, then A cube plus B cube plus C cube is not divisible by 9. Not B implies not A. That means A implies B. That means 1 is true. Statement 1 is true. Similarly, you can check for statement 2. Yeah. Now here again, if A implies B, it is same as not B implies not A. So let's explore not B implies not A. That means 3 doesn't divide A, B, C, D. That means none of these A, B, C or D is divisible by 3. None of these is of the form 3k. So all 4 of them, A, B, C, D, are of the form 3k plus 1 or 3k plus 2. Similarly, based on what we have seen for statement 1, A cube, B cube, C cube, D cube would, all of them individually will be of the form either 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. Yeah. So here I can clearly show you, for example, let's say A cube and B cube are of the form 9m plus 1, and C cube and D cube are of the form, let's say, 9m plus 8. So what about A cube plus B cube plus C cube plus D cube? It will be of the form 9 lambda. Why? Because you will have 9m1 plus 1, which let's say is A cube. B cube let be of the form 9m2 plus 1, C cube of the form 9m3 plus 8, and D cube of the form 9m4 plus 8. So clearly you can see, it is of the form 9m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m4 plus 2, because 8 plus 8 plus 1 plus 1 is like 9 plus 9, 18. Yeah. So clearly it is divisible by 9. That means if 3 doesn't divide A, B, C, D, then it is not necessary that 9 would not divide A cube plus B cube plus C cube plus D cube. That means if A, B, C, D is not divisible by 3, then A cube plus B cube plus C cube plus D cube is not divisible by 9 is not necessarily true. That means not B implies not A is not necessarily true. That also means A implies B is not necessarily true. Yeah. So that means the statement 2 is false. So statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. B is the answer. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for the next question.